There's so many cases coming before the attorney general that have to be done. All the things that are happening with the FBI, all the things that are happening with the wall that's being built to protect our country from people infiltrating. These things need people to work. And so the Lord this morning in the Spirit was praying that many workers would come forth that could be trusted to help this presidency and this administration to execute justice in this country.
Did you see anything on the, and this concerns me and most Americans, on the fraud of mail-in ballots?
I pray against that all the time, and what the Lord keeps telling me is just to encourage, all my followers, all my partners, everybody that's involved with my ministry. I've encouraged them to go and vote and to ask for protection and go and vote in person. And I am praying against this fraud. But I see 2 or 3 news releases a day on mail fraud. I actually get notifications on all these things, and they're finding mail fraud every day, 2 or 3 cases every day. So I believe that if we keep praying, Sid, that this will be completely revealed to where they will have to do something about it. And I know it's getting close
Kevin, will this election end up in the Supreme Court?
Well, the Lord told me that last year, that it would end up in the Supreme Court, that it would be contested no matter what, and that it would take the highest court in the land to decide, because it was going to be contested, and it was going to take a while for all the data to come in. And so there were going to be, I'm just going to be honest with you, there were going to be states that were going to drag their feet in handing over the votes and things like that, that there's going to be a question mark beside everything that happened. So I saw it was delayed quite a bit, and that the only thing that I was praying against was that they didn't stack and load up the Supreme Court with extra justices to where it would skew the way the vote would go on that. And that's why I saw that this whole thing with stacking the Supreme Court, so to speak, that President Trump needs to get Amy in there right away so that there would be a majority vote.
Now, I had a thought as we were speaking, Kevin. Tell me what you think about this. Yes, if America goes the wrong way, it's the worst thing that ever happened to you. It's the worst thing that ever happened to your family. It's the worst thing that ever, happened to the United States. And that's motivation to pray. But I had the feeling that when people pay this price, this degree of glory that is coming on planet Earth, they're going to be the first people that are going to walk in this degree of glory, which I say, and many prophets have said, is the highest degree of the presence of God in a human that the world has ever seen. That we can't even describe it because we've never seen it before. It's never been to this degree. What do you think about that thought?
Well, Sid, I believe that it will. I've seen it happen. I've already seen this happen. I know that it will happen, but I have to encourage people to pray, because that is why it's going to happen. It's because people are going to pray. But I'm telling you, the greatest move of God is going to happen, but it'll be the greatest harvest of souls that you've ever seen. I saw notable miracles. I saw miracles that were done by common people, the believer, not anybody that held some sort of degree or even a position. They were believers. I saw this happening immediately. I saw that the glory of the Lord is on the earth and that everything is working out according to God's plan. But we have to continue to pray. So I want to encourage people to pray the prayer points and just push back the darkness so that we can continue to see the harvest of souls, because our freedoms are at stake right now. And if we don't stand up for these rights of the unborn child, the Lord told me personally, he said, the body of Messiah is the voice of the children. The children don't have a voice, especially the ones that are unborn. It's things like that we don't want to face the judgment that would come by allowing these unborn children to be executed the way they are. We need to stand up for them. That was what the Lord asked me to do. I saw that happens, and the Lord said, as a signpost, I'm telling you right now, Kevin, Roe versus Wade will be overturned. And so this is why it's so important that we're hearing about